Hi, I'm Suzanne Murphy, and today I am doing an unboxing of our Color Energy crystal set. And this is going to one of my customers, and I'm very excited for her. Now, when you first open up the box, there's some material in here to help you learn about the crystals and the different things that you can do with them. And inside, there's this beautiful cotton pouch that is made by women, and it's fair trade, so it's done very nicely. Oh, I'm just going to put the box here on the side. And I'm just going to unfold it, and you're going to be taken on the journey with me. Now, when we first started getting these crystals from Brazil, I actually started crying with our first shipment. I could just hear the crystals sing, and I just want to show you this beautiful cotton bag. And there's a set of 8 chakra crystals in this bag, and I'm going to take you through every single one of them. So you're going to be taken on this crystal journey with me. Now, I'm going to talk about the crystals, the shapes, the crystals themselves, just so you can experience what I experience when I open up a set. Now, the first stone I've pulled out of here is a hematite. Now, you'll notice that it's shaped like a teardrop, and it's also faceted. It has a point here, and I'm going to talk a little bit more how you can use it in healing. Now, hematite is used for grounding. This is a stone that we put in between the feet when we're doing a treatment on someone else or even on ourselves. Now, I love doing crystal treatments, and I'm going to introduce some products with you just to share with you how I do a chakra balancing treatment, because this is a chakra set of stones. Now, the next stone, I'm telling you, this is so exciting because I never know what's going to come out of here. I know that there's a red stone, that it's going to be a quartz crystal of some sort, but the inclusions, the different features of the stone, what makes each set unique. So anyways, I want to just share this with you. Oh my goodness. This is a quartz crystal red stone. Red, wow, it doesn't even look red, but when you look closely, it actually has rutilated iron in it. That's what makes it the red stone. And if you have studied chakra therapy or color frequencies, you know that the element of iron is the red energy. So to have these inclusions of rutilated iron, I mean, you don't see this stone anywhere. These come from Brazil. And actually, before I go too far, I want to share with you a little bit how about this set gets to us. There's a crystal whisperer in Brazil, and he goes into the mountains, the hills, and he calls out to the crystals to see which stones want to be part of Color Energy's chakra balancing set. So these aren't just your everyday crystals. These are crystals that we import from Brazil, and they're cut by this crystal whisperer, who also is, I think you call them crystaltographers. Anyway, something along that line, but he sits there and he cuts them. And when he first was cutting the set for us, it was really important to have the proper shape, because the shape can have such a profound effect on the healing. So for example, when we put the stone upwards, then what we're doing is we're drawing energy in. Now, if that chakra is too strong, we place it downwards, and this way the energy gets more grounded and pulled out. So we can take a chakra that is overabundant or in excess and reduce the heightened energy. There's a few other ways, but you have to take one of our courses for that. But that is a red crystal stone. Now, another thing is the Lemurian crystal was discovered in the early 1980s in Brazil, and it is said that there was a Lemurian race that operated off of crystalline energy, and that the society, or the Lemurian race, ended up I don't know if it vanished or if it went underwater, but nonetheless, the crystals were discovered. And what makes the Lemurian energy different is that in the crystals, you can actually see barcodes, and they look like little rainbows. And because these stones come from Brazil, some of the color chakra stones themselves have that Lemurian energy in them. So when I look at this, and I don't know if you can see this on screen, but I can actually see some rainbows in there. So just magnificent, the vibration of them. And I don't know if you can feel what I can feel here, but it's just overwhelming how beautiful these crystals are. And oh my goodness, I just saw some rainbows shining out there, but that's the red energy. And because the Crystal Whisperer is putting together these sets, they work synergistically with each other. So they come to us as a family. And again, that's what's really unique. It's not like you're just, purchasing a stone here and there. It's a family of stones. Now, this one is a beautiful carnelian stone. And I just love all the different patterns and inclusions that are there. Again, just incredible. Hopefully you can see this on screen quite nicely. Oh, now here we're going to the solar plexus yellow stone. Oh, this is a citrine. And again, we can see some inclusions, and likewise, I'm seeing some, barcodes in there of that Lemurian energy. That one was for the solar plexus. And so we have here for grounding, the root chakra, the sacral center, the solar plexus. Oh my goodness. Now here's another exciting one. This one is a green stone. Now, I should grab out my sheet and read that to you because I don't know everything off by heart. People think I know everything, but sometimes I have to actually read information to understand a bit. Now, this sheet is all about the different crystals. So the green quartz crystal can either be a aventurine, it could be a dendrite, or a chlorite. And I'm just looking here because this, it's the chlorite. It is green argillite that is found in a clear quartz crystal. And you can actually see the natural landscape, which is to do with the forest. So in here, you can actually see pieces of green energy in there that are from nature. And again, wow. I mean, I can see those barcodes in there. Okay, the next one. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? Come on. Okay, here we have a beautiful sodalite, and sodalite works for the throat chakra. Oh, and the green one works for the heart center. And sodalite is one of my favorite stones. I actually have a lot of jewelry in sodalite. Because of the fact I talk all the time, I need that energy. But also sodalite is for helping you express your truth. Now the next one is for the brow chakra. And this is an celestial crystal. Again, not your typical amethyst, but an celestial amethyst. And wow, again, I could just see all the different patterns that come out there, and they're just singing. They're just singing to me. Okay, now this one is pure Lemurian quartz crystal, and likewise I can see the barcode in there. Now, what a lot of people don't understand about the Lemurian energy, these barcodes were put into the crystal energy, so when they're used on your body, it actually helps not only to facilitate healing, but it actually amplifies whatever the program's intention is. And the programs come to us a little bit like a mystery. We don't know what all the programs are, but they were programmed to facilitate deep healing. And that's what makes them special. And this one, my goodness, is so crystal clear with this beautiful barcode on one side. Just amazing. Again, I don't know if you can see what I can see here on camera, but just absolutely gorgeous. And this is for the crown chakra. So in your kit, you get information about the stones, so you learn about the stones, but we also talk about how you can use it in treatments with different products. One of the things I share with everyone, crystals contain a crystalline lattice in it. And what that means is there's certain geometrical shapes. And when the energy is amplified, when that piezoelectricity gets ignited, and it gets ignited through using crystalline tools, the human voice, light therapy. So there's a lot of different ways that you can amp up the vibes of crystals. But that lattice is magical because it sends out signals, that we often talk about wavelengths or frequencies. But think about it this way. In watches, we use crystals to keep time. Now, how do they keep time? Well, it's the lattice in the crystal that resonates a frequency that is specific to 60 beats per minute. It's the lattice, it's the programming, the shape of the crystal, the information that's in the crystal that creates that beat. And only certain crystals can be used in a watch to keep time. Okay, because different crystals have different wavelengths, and when they're colorized, then the wavelength is working on that color frequency level, which then again stimulates a certain chakra and helps to balance that chakra. Now, when I do a chakra balancing treatment, I love to anoint the chakras with a corresponding essential oil. But first and foremost, I want to introduce to you Aura Cleanser. It's for cleansing our human aura, but also the energy of crystals. Now, when you first get your crystal set from us, I want you to cleanse the crystals with Aura Cleanser, and then what your intention is to hold each crystal and bless it with love and light, say a prayer with the crystal, and then program it with what your intention is for healing. So for example, with the grounding stone, we might, recite something along the lines of, Dear Holy Spirit, please bless this crystal with your love and light. Help facilitate a grounding energy that protects us during this treatment. Amen. And by cleansing it, what you're doing is you're removing anything that the crystal has picked up, because crystals will absorb energy, especially when they're on the body in a healing treatment. They'll absorb, the negativity or anything that could be hindering that chakra from being functional. So that being said, you need to cleanse the crystals after use. And in fact, before you use them, even if they're sitting in the pouch, you want to make sure that they're clean. So by using Aura Cleanser, it is a programmed essence that again is embedded with crystalline energy, sacred geometry, plant essences, color frequency. It's a magical potion made by a world famous alchemist, and it's been designed to help cleanse the auric field from living energies, including crystals. And I prefer the Aura Cleanser because I'm a little bit lazy, and there's other ways to cleanse crystals, like in sunlight, moonlight, but you have to know the gemstone. You have to know the best way to cleanse it. You can cleanse them in salt water, or you can use Aura Cleanser and poof, they're clean. Because literally the Aura Cleanser is to dismiss any lower and negative frequencies. Then, as I'm placing the stones on the body, I'm going to use one of my color energy tools. And I do that specifically because during a chakra balancing, you can facilitate the healing by communicating through the crystal, your intention, as well as different frequency tools already have the program in. So depending on what it is that you want to do, and you can focus on one energy center or one issue, or you can do a complete chakra balancing. So let's talk about an example here. So if we take the green stone, and maybe I want to do some programming with a karmic issue. So then I just take off the cap and I spray the crystal with the karma spray. And now what's happening is that crystal is absorbing the program that's in the product, so it'll facilitate the healing on that level. And renewal is to help refresh and renew issues of karmic programs that are replaying themselves. So to raise the vibration of that karmic program, to help release hindrances that could be blocking you on that karmic level. And so by spraying the stone, you're charging it with that intention. As well, you can anoint the body either with the spray, or you can take one of our other products, such as our green crystal light massage oil, and just take a little bit of the oil and put it on the body. And just so you know, by actually lubricating the body with an oil and then placing the crystal on top, one, you're preparing the body for the green energy intake. If you're using, for example, the green massage oil, you're preparing the body with the green energy. And then by placing the green stone on that chakra point, that oil actually gives it a little bit more stick, so it doesn't fall off the body, which is really nice when you're doing treatments on other people or yourself. But by programming that crystal, and then also with any intention of what it is that you want to help, heal on that level, then that's a powerful way of doing it. And color energy, we have liquid essences, spiritual sprays, we have aromatherapy oils, and they have different smells and different intentions. And so what you want to do is marry up your intention with the actual treatment itself. Okay, so you can do a complete chakra balancing, or you can just focus on one chakra point. Now, I also like to mention that quartz crystals, you can program with any intention because they're literally clear of energy, where when you have crystals that are color coded, then they also have the natural color frequency in it. But quartz crystal vibrates at a very high frequency. And so that's a nice crystal for helping assist in any area. And again, if you combine it with a tool, an intention, with a prayer, then you're amping up the energy. So what else do we have in our little kit here? So information about the chakra light massage oils, and we also have some information on grounding, and a little booklet. There's a few other things, but not everything applies to our video here today. But this booklet talks about crystal light therapy, and I just want to share with you, we actually offer a training program on how to safely use crystals. And safety is key, because especially when you're working with Lemurian energy, it's such a high vibration. You want to make sure that the client is safe. And there's a lot of ways to use crystals, and I don't want to go too much into the different ways you can use crystals, but when you're working on clients, this is really important that there is the safety protocols that are put into place. And even with yourself, you want to make sure that everything is safe. And our crystal light therapy program goes into teaching about 3 different treatments. One, purifying the energy field, purifying the body, and it's using an ancient ceremonial process that was gifted to us to use as part of our program from an Aboriginal tribe. Then we also have doing a chakra balancing, and we teach you how to communicate with the crystals and how to activate the crystals so you really harness the crystalline energy, because there are ways to amp up the crystal vibes. You can place crystals on the body and they know what to do, but when you actually understand more about the healing power of crystals, you can take it to that next level of facilitating the healing. And the third aspect of our crystal program is using Lemurian massage wands on the body. And it's like a physical massage, but different because it's an energetic massage. We don't even have to touch the body with the crystals, but what we do is we activate the crystals to create a piezoelectricity to actually go into the human body and break up crystalline deposits or reconnect crystalline or reconnect our meridian pathways or our energetic pathways. Okay, so I think we're done here. I was just so excited to share with you what one of these sets looks like. I never know what stones are coming out of the set, because in crystal therapy, there's multiple stones we can use for each chakra. So for example, the red stone, it could be a red jasper, a red tiger's eye, or in this case, it was a red rutilated iron Lemurian crystals. So just beautiful, just amazing. So I hope you've learned something from this video. And if you have any questions about our beautiful color energy crystal set or any of our courses, give us a call at 1-800-225-1226. And my direct extension is 511. I'm sort of your color energy expert here. I know a lot about crystals, oils, essences, alchemy, so I can share with you some information that might be pertinent to your own healing journey, or if you're a practitioner and you want to learn how to use crystals in your practice, then give us a call.